Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintintrovert here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. As you can see, I'm rocking the Kirby shirt here. That's right, I'm confident enough in my sexuality as a straight male that I'm not ashamed to wear a shirt with what, I don't know, like 16 Kirby's on it. Yeah, 16. I think that's probably right. Maybe it's a little hard to count them upside down, but yeah, this is probably my favorite Kirby game. Kirby is I would say a very underrated Nintendo franchise. You know, they always sell reasonably well. Now we don't need to bother connecting online for this, you know, Kirby games they tend to sell, you know, maybe 2-3 million, something like that. But never like a massive seller compared to, like, say, you know, Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey that have each sold like 30 million copies, like 10 times the average Kirby game. So we're going to show Kirby a little bit of love today. But yeah, we'll watch this opening cutscene here. This game originally released on the Wii back in, I want to say 2010, if I'm not mistaken, 2011, something like that. It might have been 2011. 2010 might have been when Kirby's Epic Yarn came out. Yeah, this game came out back on the Wii, and personally, it's my favorite Kirby game, like I said. So I was, you know, really excited when they announced that they were remaking this game for the Nintendo Switch. This remake came out about a year and a half ago, something like that. It came out in early 2023, maybe around like February-ish, somewhere through there, March, something like that. But yeah, we got our little opening cutscene here. I've got the my webcam in kind of a different position here. I did a little bit of experimentation just to see what would cover up the least amount of the UI once we get into the game, and it seems like right about here in the middle on the left side. Normally I'll have it down in the in one of the corners of the screen to keep it as you know, unintrusive as possible, but that just seemed like it would be the better option where I'm not covering anything important on the screen. I also shrunk down my webcam a little bit because I feel like I don't know, I was kind of comparing it to some other YouTubers I watch, and it seems like their you know, face tends to be a little bit smaller, so I've shrunk it down so you can see more of the gameplay. So let me know in the comments if you prefer it to be this size or if you like it to be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how well people will be able to see me, like on phones and stuff, if you're watching you know, on a smaller screen. But yes, we got our cutscene here. We got this little dude here who we'll find out shortly. His name is Megalore, and he's like this this little alien dude whose spaceship has crashed, and now it's up to us. We got Kirby, Waddle Dee, we got King Dedede, and Meta Knight are gonna have to help this little dude out to get all of his ship pieces back, and yeah, that way he can get going again. It's a little confusing. I'm not super deep into the Kirby lore because, like, King Dedede is kind of a bad guy in a lot of the games, kind of greedy, you know, stealing food and stuff in the original Kirby's Dream Land. So I don't really know what his motivation here, that he's just been completely selfless, like, oh yeah, we'll help you get your stuff back, little guy. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem in Dedede's character, but you know, whatever. It's just a video game, we won't question it. It gives an opportunity for you know, this game supports 4-player co-op, and so you can have one person be Meta Knight, one person be King Dedede, one person be the Waddle Dee. So I guess that's kind of why I don't really need any long drawn out explanation beyond that of why King Dedede is helping us out. But okay, yeah. So they added some stuff. We don't really. Nah, it's like an easy mode kind of thing they added. We don't really need to use any of that. I'm gonna take a sip of my water real quick. But yeah, we'll hop right into the first level here. Let's see, debating if I need to remap the controls. Right now we've got where Kirby can float with the A button, and then with the B button he can use his super suck powers. Okay, yeah, telling us about the co-op. We don't need to know all this. Thank you, game. We just want to get right into it. But yeah, Kirby is a you know, it's a 2D platformer, and Kirby, in most games, this one included, you can pretty well float infinitely, and it may sound like, well, doesn't that kind of break the game a little bit, where you know, you're just too overpowered, like you're not going to be falling and dying in pits. And people say a lot that Kirby games are too easy, but I don't necessarily agree with that. You know, they can be, you know, they're maybe not on the level of something like Dark Souls, but they can get pretty challenging. In particular, once you beat most Kirby games, you'll unlock a arena, which is like this gauntlet where you got to take down like all of the the bosses in the game with one life. And that can definitely get pretty grueling, but yes, I think there's definitely a challenge to be found in Kirby games. But yeah, this remake, like I said, came out about a year and a half ago. And yeah, if you've never played a Kirby game before, so basically Kirby, he can inhale enemies and he can steal their abilities. So I'd eaten that sword guy and I got his sword. Dang it, that one didn't respawn. Let's get a little further away and see if he comes back. So we spat that out. You can only have one copy ability at a time. Let's eat this guy here. Yeah, now we got fire. So yeah, whoever you eat, you can just steal their abilities. Maybe not everybody, like these Waddle Dee guys here don't really do anything. These mushroom guys, if you eat them, doesn't really do anything. But yeah, there's all kinds of different, I don't know exactly how many copy abilities Kirby has in this particular game, but in most games he probably has a good 20, give or take, that you can, cycle between. So it's always fun to, mess around and just see what all different combinations you can get. And, everyone will find kind of their own preferences, since each one kind of has its own unique gameplay style. But the swords are definitely a very good one. It's pretty top tier. The fire is a pretty good one when you just blow through these guys. But the Kirby franchise was actually made by Masahiro Sakurai, which has since gone on to do, I hate to say bigger and better things because I love Kirby. You don't get any bigger and better than Kirby. Look at it. But sales-wise and in terms of how much hype people get out of it, I guess objectively speaking, it is bigger and better. But he went on to make the Super Smash Bros. Franchise, so he has been the director of every Smash Bros. Game, which is just, just kind of a big celebration of just the gaming industry as a whole at this point, and not even just Nintendo. Because initially, you just had your Nintendo characters in there, your Marios, your Links, your Kirbys, of course. But now we got Pac-Man, we got Final Fantasy in Smash Brothers, we got Sonic the Hedgehog. You name it, it's probably in Smash Brothers somewhere. Still waiting for a few characters to get in there. Where's my boy Crash Bandicoot and Spyro too? Why aren't they in Smash Brothers yet? But yeah, the newest Smash Brothers game has about 80 characters or something ridiculous like that. So Sakurai, he's got bigger fish to fry right now than Kirby, which again I kind of hate to say because I do love Kirby, but yeah, I don't think he's coming back to work on this franchise anytime soon. But yeah, what you just saw there a second ago is kind of the main gimmick of this game is that you can get these, I'm trying to remember what it's called, it's kind of like these ultra copy abilities where, Kirby gets this really OP transformation and can just kind of wreak havoc on everything. This kind of comes at a time, this game kind of came out around the time, a few years after New Super Mario Brothers. I almost just died there. That would have been embarrassing. But when you would kind of get this overpowered item, like in that game, you get the Mega Mushroom or Mario would grow giant. You can just mow down, all kinds of enemies on the screen. So it's kind of a common trope back then. But I guess in that case, we just got a giant sword and we can just wipe out everything on the screen essentially. We'll go with this sword. Anytime the game gives you these items to choose from, you're probably coming up on a boss battle here. So yeah, we got our first little mid boss here, the Sphere Doomer. Shouldn't be too hard since he is the first one. So let's just give it a go, see how we do. They completely redid the graphics and everything for this remake. It's not just a straight port of the Wii game. I kind of have mixed feelings about the graphics. I think because kind of with the remake they added, if you look closely, Kirby, well, you can really see there with everything got all white, but has a pretty distinct outline around him that kind of helps make him stand out from the background, and then other enemies and stuff in the environment will have that same outline as well. I don't really know how I feel about that. To me, I think I prefer it without the outline like it was back when this game was on the Wii. But otherwise, the game does still look really good. I feel like maybe the color palette might be just a little bit more muted than it was on the Wii as well. But I don't know. So I kind of, again, I have pretty mixed feelings about it. But we cleared the first level. We got all of the 3 energy spheres we need for Magalore's ship, and we play this little mini game here where we launch our launch our little guy up. It's Kirby. His name's Kirby. On the trampoline, you want to try to press the button when it's as far down as possible to get the maximum spring out of it, and try to get to the top and get an extra life or 2. But not super important. We didn't get the top. It's honestly kind of hard. I have a tough time getting the top one on that. But yeah, let's hop into the in the second level here. But yeah. I was actually, like, I've been really itching to play through a Kirby game, and this one is my favorite, but I wasn't sure if I wanted this to be my first Kirby game on the channel. I was going to pick something a little bit shorter that we could get through a little bit more quickly, but honestly, the controller I was going to use for that other Kirby game was dead, so we'll do that one another time. We'll just start with this one for now, since we actually have a working controller that's charged with batteries in it, because that's kind of important when you're doing a playthrough. I guess I could have recorded it and or rather charged it and then recorded later, but who's got time for that? Now, I'm not really doing anything right now. It's just kind of an auto section there, just kind of a cutscene more or less. But let's see. Yes, we don't want to fall down there. That's instant death. It's indicated by this black void down there. But you know, as the game goes on, you know, you do have a health meter, so even though it's not very often necessarily that you'll be falling into holes, since Kirby can fly, you know, there is a decent chance that some enemies might take you out if you just get swarmed with a whole bunch of them. So again, I don't necessarily agree with people saying that the Kirby games are too easy. I think it's fine, and they do get more challenging as it goes on. But yeah, we can cut these ropes down here and kind of interact with the environment. I think later on we'll get some bushes we can slice down and get some goodies behind it. I really like the music in this game. I think this has one of my favorite Kirby soundtracks. I like the music that's playing right now that plays in the forest levels. Our little cannon here. Just reminds me, if anybody watched The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack back when that was a thing on Cartoon Network. In these games, whenever I encounter... Oh, here's a new ability. We'll check this one out. The Needle ability. Kirby can kind of stick to walls. He kind of goes all porcupine. He can do this little rolling attack here. We can do this. Let's give this guy a prostate exam. You ready? Yeah. Let's do it to this guy too. Yep, prostates look good, boys. You are cancer-free. Anyway. Oh yeah, something else we can do. If we rotate the stick, he kind of retracts his quills and then just kind of launches them out in all directions like a shrapnel. Is that the word? I was trying to think when I was doing my Cuphead playthrough, and that's haunted my dreams ever since. I was talking about, you know, there's a level when you're fighting the bee boss. I think her name was Rumor Honeybottoms, and she has this attack where she uses, well, it's the first phase when you're fighting this little constable bee guy, and he throws out these bombs that explode, and whenever they detonate, it sends out these sharp spikes. And I was saying something about how I think that's like a workaround if you have bombs that explode and with a bunch of pieces that come out like that, a bunch of projectiles, I guess would be the word. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that those things are called shrapnels, is what you call that, something like that. If I'm saying it right. Yeah, we'll be at our next boss here, Giant Edge. Kind of a weird name. Oh, I guess we needed him. Oh no, can I get the? Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta remember, we're gonna probably need to each time we beat a boss take their power up before it gets gone, because sometimes they'll do that. They'll expect you to grab it because then there'll be an energy sphere that you can't get otherwise. But we'll probably, we got a burger and fries. We'll probably go for 100% in this playthrough. Get all 120 energy spheres, but we'll see. Yeah, that's another level down in the books for this first episode. We'll probably at least do the first world. So we've got another 3-ish levels. I don't know. I forget exactly how many levels are in each world, but I want to say it's maybe like 4 and then a boss, maybe 5 and a boss. I don't know. We'll find out. What we got next? We've got this little cave level here. But I was saying something earlier. I think I got a little distracted when we had that. Okay, that was something new they added to the game. We'll talk about that later. When I had that little cannon that was firing out cannonballs, it always makes me think of Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. I remember that was kind of his catchphrase on there. If something didn't go his way, or if something upsetting happened, and he would just be like, "Oh, cannonballs!" So I don't know. Whenever we play these games, if there's cannons involved, I always just think of Flapjack saying "cannonballs." It was a weird show. I remember liking it pretty good, but I went back a while back and rewatched some episodes for the first time in years. Not sure if I still loved it as much as I remembered it back in the day. It had some big names that worked on it, though, who would go on to make their own shows that would become significantly more popular. So you got to give it credit for that, for giving a lot of people their first big break. You had, I believe, Alex Hirsch worked on that show, who went on to make Gravity Falls, which was huge. Pendleton Ward, who went on to make Adventure Time, which was even bigger than that. J.G. Quintel, or Quintel, I don't know exactly how you pronounce his last name, but he's the guy who made Regular Show. He also voiced Mordecai in the show, like the main character. And that's just his normal speaking voice, by the way. If you watch a video of him at like a, Comic-Con or something, that's just that's just how he speaks. Just Rigby, dude. I can't do it. I don't know how to do his voice, but yeah, just that very laid-back stoner kind of voice. Yeah, a lot of big names who worked on that show, who went on to do other shows later on. Let's see, can we reach this? Okay, yeah, the fire doesn't go through that, so let's grab the beam power. This one's pretty good too. Got these guys down. Really pretty background. I really like, even though I'm not sold on all of the graphical changes in the remake, I do really like the backgrounds. Got this very nice, kind of in this cave here that's just filled with water. Looks really good. The lighting effects, you got some crystals back there. Blue's my favorite color, so I love the heavy use of blue. But yeah, let's open this up here, grab our next energy sphere. While we're holding those keys, we can't float or anything, so that's kind of a spot where you could die in. You can't really just float right over it. But let's take out this guy. So this is a Waddle Dee. Now this is very important. This is going to be on the test. Are you listening? Are you studying? Are you taking notes? This is a Waddle Dee. Note how he has 2 eyeballs. Now this guy back here, the one eye, the Cyclops looking dude, that's a Waddle Doo. Okay? I'm going to do this one more time. Waddle Dee. Waddle Doo. Waddle Dee. Waddle Doo. Okay, again, this is going to be on the test. So I hope you're studying. If you fail the test, you're going to have your YouTube channel privileges revoked. You'll no longer be able to make comments, and the Mafia is going to break your kneecaps. Okay, good. Just want to make sure we're on the same page about that. Okay, we got this little... I honestly don't know what this guy's name is. This little yellow Waddle Dee, but he's got almost kind of like a monkey sort of face. He looks like a monkey a little bit. No Dutch. Yeah, we'll catch this guy before he kills himself, because he'll just mindlessly walk off the ledge here with the key. So we got to kill him before he kills him. Pretty messed up when you think about it. Kirby had an opportunity. He could have saved that guy's life, talked him down from just ending it all, but Kirby's like, no, I'm going to do it myself. And we got this screen clearing little ability. I believe that one's new to this game, where Kirby does a little dance and then everybody just dies. Kirby is a menace. Just imagine having that kind of power. He's like the most overpowered Nintendo character. Just imagine being able to do a dance to commit genocide. You just do a little da 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 da, and then like everyone you hate just falls over dead. Like that's insane power that we're dealing with here. Kirby could easily beat Goku in a fight. It's not even a contest. Getting so worked up talking about Kirby's power levels. I got to get another sip of the water here. The H2O, I almost said the CO2, but I think that's carbon dioxide. But yeah, we got 4 levels and then the boss. And this one's got a different amount of energy spheres. We got 4 we got to find. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Try not to miss any. This ability we have is called Cutter. Bit of a questionable name, but I don't know who was localizing this game from Japanese into English and thought, hey, I know what a great name would be for this ability. Cutter. But you know, that's all I have to say about that. But you know. So we got our first energy sphere there. I like whatever's going on in the background, just these rainbows. Yeah, that shows up and it makes a little swirly and then it just kind of just fades away. I don't know what that's about. It's like the wind is a rainbow. I don't know. It just blows in and then it's gone. It's I don't know what to make of that really. I don't think we get a power-up from these guys. Yeah, in some Kirby games, you know, there is an archer ability. They introduced that in Kirby's Kirby Triple Deluxe, which came out on 3DS in 2013, I want to say. So it was a couple years after this game. It was kind of the sequel to this game. It was a really good Kirby game. But that game and then its follow-up, which was also on 3DS, Kirby Planet Robobot, which I think came out in 2016 if I'm not mistaken. Both had the Archer Kirby ability. Even before that, there was some games where you could get like an Angel Kirby or like a Cupid Kirby, where he's got like he's got wings and he can shoot a little bow and arrow. But in this game, no bow, no bow, no mo. You got this little trombone. Is that what this instrument is? I think that's what this is. It's not a... Yeah, that's got to be what it is, right? It's not a saxophone, I don't believe. Oh, I should have grabbed that other one because this one's about to run out. I apologize to all the band geeks out there that I'm not caught up on my musical instruments. Please forgive me. Let these big boys out. Wonder how long they've been stuck in there. We set them free just so we can kill them. Kirby's just... I don't know. He's the root of all evil in the world. It's not money. It's Kirby. We got anything hidden over here? So we got these stars we can collect. They're kind of like, you know, the coins from Mario. You get 100 of them, you get an extra life. Pretty straightforward. Different colored ones are worth different amounts. Here we're getting another glowing enemy, so we're going to get our overpowered screen clearing copy ability here. This one makes a big old flame dragon come out and just mow down all the trees. Now Kirby's participating in the destruction of the environment, deforestation. I'm telling you, he's the bad guy here. Name one ethical thing that Kirby's doing right now. I mean, yeah, we're trying to find the ship pieces, help out that alien guy, but, you know, Kirby's methods of doing that are just a little bit questionable. Just mowing down all these people that are getting in the way. Just slaughtering every last one of them. Like they're not working for anybody. They're just chilling. Like what's it to them? What? They don't care about these ship pieces. They're just minding their own business, just vibing. Did you see how thick that tree was? That one's probably been there for the last like 600 years or something. If you were to count the rings in that, Kirby just goes in, just destroys it. It's sick. It's wrong. So you thought I was feminine for wearing this Kirby shirt, but really this is the most metal thing I could possibly wear, because Kirby is just out here murdering left and right. Eating spiders. Like, how can you honestly say Kirby games are for little kids when he eats freaking spiders, man? I'd like to see you do that. Kirby's more of a man than you are. Whoever you are down in the comments watching this video, feel bad about yourself. No, I'm kidding. Thank you very much for watching this video. I love you and your beautiful people. But anyway, it's the more guys we suck up here, Kirby can spit out a bigger star. And if that hits enemies, you know, it can hurt them and whatever. We got a sandwich. We got this leaf power. We'll show it off because we've not had it yet. That's just the spark power that we've already had. The leaf was new to this game. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. We are making pretty quick work at this guy with it though, but it's one of the lower tier power-ups, I would say. I guess we've murdered him, the Sphere Doomer. Grabbing his balls. Now we're back here with a very pleasant music, like you're just skipping through a beautiful meadow and pretending you didn't just murder everybody who got in your path. Alright, let's lose this bonus game again here. Oh, we almost had it. Alright, now I do believe we are on the first boss of the game. Old Wispy Woods, who's the first boss in just about every Kirby game. Maybe not all of them, but the vast majority. This music that's playing right here, like before you fight a boss, it sounds a lot like Metroid music, like when you're fighting like Ridley's boss theme. It has a very similar sounding melody, but we're gonna go with we'll get the beam power. You'd think, you know, fire would be stronger against the tree, but I don't think it necessarily works like that. So we'll just get the beam. There he is. There's Wispy. Yep. Time to chop his trunk down. Time to tear him apart limb from limb. You get it? You see what I did there? Because tree limbs. Okay, now he's going to try to suck us. We didn't give him consent for that, so let's not let that happen. Oh, I thought he was about to suck again. Oh, no, he's sucking. Run, Kirby. Oh, now he's blowing. And now he's crying. You should be ashamed of yourself, Kirby. You're making innocent trees cry. And imagine being so heartless you make nature cry. That's who we're dealing with here. Alright, we got our first major ship piece back. The oars, I guess. It's like a flying ship. It's like a boat, so it's got oars coming out of the side of it for whatever reason. I don't really know who's paddling those, but, you know, because Magolor is the only one on his ship, but it's best not to question it, I guess. And I'm going to have a little line of dialogue here. What voice do we give Magolor? You did it, Kirby! My ship has its oars back. Thank you so much. Counting on you to find the other missing parts. Keep up the good work. And don't forget to keep an eye out for all those energy spheres. I don't know, I'm giving him kind of a foghorn leg. Or I say now, son, find all of them energy spheres for me now, boy. Collect enough, the broken doors within my ship will reactivate. There are some really cool sub-games you can play with your friends. We don't have any friends. We're wearing a Kirby shirt, for crying out loud. You think anybody wants to be friends with us? Not to mention copy ability rooms with all kinds of copy abilities to try out. And there are several challenge stages that will really test your skills. If you find enough energy spheres, reactivating those doors will be a breeze. So whenever you see one, be sure to grab it. Well, you already found 13 energy spheres. Way to go, Kirby. You've reactivated the door to a challenge stage. It's over in the room on the right. Why not give it a try? Alright, yeah, I guess we'll do this challenge stage before we end off the video. We come back here, you know, after we beat every boss, so I guess we could just, you know, go back and do these each time. So let's see here. Sword challenge, reach the goal before time runs out, go for the high score. So yeah, you want to get as many points as possible and do it as quickly as you can for each of the different power-ups in the game. So yeah, we'll start off with the sword one here. It's the only one we've got unlocked. I believe all we have to do is at least get bronze to 100% complete this game. So we're not necessarily, you know, if we get gold, that's great. But we're not going to go out of our way to. Whatever we get the first time we successfully complete it, we'll just probably just keep that. Yeah, we don't really need a tutorial on how to use Kirby's sword ability, but thank you. And in the Kirby games, Kirby honestly controls pretty similar to Smash Brothers characters, which makes sense considering the guy who you know, made Kirby went on to make Smash Brothers. But you know, he's got a up B attack, a down B attack, you know, just kind of all the different moves you would expect from a Smash Brothers character. You can hold the you know, one of the trigger buttons to shield, and then you can do kind of a roll afterwards, which is very Smash Brothers-y. Let's see. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like score and time attack type things like this, but we do need to do this if we're oh well. Yeah, I don't think we're getting the gold since we missed those. But we do need to do these for 100% completion, so we'll just go for it. Cut that one down because these metal ones stay there, so we wouldn't be able to get the coins if we left that one. Cut this one. Grab those. Hit that. Go in the door. Knit 1. Pearl 2. Nose is itching. It's a very bad time for that. I'll cut it, Kirby. We need to go faster, Kirby. I guess you could say what we're doing right now isn't gonna cut it. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize for all the people who died of cringe from my dumb commentary and bad puns. Yeah, okay, we'll just go through the door. We could have got an extra 100 if we killed that guy, but I don't know if it's worth taking the time. So how did we do? Yeah, he got silver, so yeah. I've got pro tips. Or is that just what it was telling us before? I don't know if I bothered looking at the pro tips. Okay, yeah, I think that's just... Yeah, I know how to do all that, but thank you. Alright, you know what? We'll do that one more time and see if we can't get gold on that. And then that'll probably be the end of the video. We'll go to the left too, though, and see if there's any mini games that we've unlocked. But I'm not 100% sure if we have enough energy spheres for any of those yet. But yeah, we'll we'll get gold on at least this first one. I don't know if I'm going to bother doing that for every one of these challenges, but you know, we'll do it on this first one here just to say that we did it. And then we will probably end the video there. And the next time, of course, we'll take on the second world in the game, so stay tuned for that. Anything up here? Yes, okay, I completely missed this last time, didn't I? Go, Kirby, go! Kind of like Mario, if you run, then he can kind of go over, you know, small gaps like that without falling through. It's a little bit weird how you run in Kirby games. Again, that's also kind of like Smash Brothers. Instead of like in Mario where you hold down like the Y button or whatever, for Kirby you actually have to kind of like tap the button twice. Dang it, I missed that again. Shoot. Every time. Okay, let's start over. I want to get as good of a score as we can on this. I was just talking about how I'm not the biggest fan of these and how we also only need to get bronze, but for whatever reason, I feel compelled to go for a high score here. I guess since I'm recording this. Okay, come on, Kirby, go, go, go! You got this. It's all you, baby. We can do this. So far, so good. I'm gonna try not to forget the part that's coming up here that I forget about every time. Look out for that. Put this thing down. I'm trying very hard not to get hit because that will seriously affect our score if we take any damage, like we almost did just then. Wasted a fair bit of time there, but oh well. Okay, we made sure not to miss that this time, so that's good. A bunch of points there. Yeah, I think we should get a better score this time. I don't think we were too far off from getting gold the last time. This one's not really a very hard one. It seems like they kind of ramp up as we go on, but I don't fully remember since I don't typically go for the gold every time. Let's see. Chop this one down. Hit this switch. Okay, go, Kirby, go, go, go. I think we're just about to the end here. Hopefully we'll have come out of this with a much better score than before. And it looks like we get a bigger combo if we kill multiple enemies at the same time. That seems to increase our score. Probably could have done some better there, and also could have been a little bit quicker, but I think that should be more than enough to get us the gold. Yeah, there it is, baby. Let's go, boys. GG's in the chat. Alright, now let's look and see. Are we able... do we have access to any of the bonus mini games here? Okay, that's just where we can get different copy abilities, I think. What have we got down here? Yeah, we do have one we could do. Let's see, and all the rest of these we don't have unlocked yet. So this is something they added, just a whole bunch of new mini games that weren't in the original version of this game. They actually added a lot of new content in the remake of this game here. Magalore, that little alien guy, he has his own side mode. It's kind of like an epilogue to the game. And then we got this mini game here, Magalore's Tome Trackers. Let's see. Yeah. I think we need to do this for 100%, I guess. This wasn't a thing in the original game. Yeah, we'll play this here. It's kind of just like a glorified Mario Party minigame. This one's not the greatest, but some of the other ones are pretty fun. Yeah, we just gotta find the book that matches whatever symbol he holds up here. So let's see what he wants first. The sword. This is level 1, so the computers are probably going to be brain dead easy here. So far, so good. He didn't even grab that. He was right at it. Yeah, this is, for this first one, they're like baby mode right now. I don't know if the mini games are going to get that much harder as you go. Hey, you got a point. Good job, Meta Knight. You're down to the last 25 seconds. Grab this one. Grab this one over here. Oh, there was more. I didn't realize there was multiples. 10 more seconds. Where's our sword? Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop. Yay, we're the most scholarly. We've graduated academia. And we've unlocked difficulty levels 2 and 3. Debating if we should do those now or save them for another time. It really doesn't even show something that shows that we completed it. Maybe we don't need to do all these for 100%. Let's quit out of it and then check and see if it shows a thing like a check or something marking that level 1 is completed. Because yeah, we really don't need to bother with these if they're not required for 100%. Let's look and see here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we won't worry about that for now anyways. But yeah, that is Kirby's Return to Dreamland. We will continue along with this playthrough. We still got several more worlds to go through, but thank you guys so much for joining me so far. If you liked the video, please consider giving a thumbs up and clicking subscribe if you're interested. But if not, that's okay. I'm not gonna beg for subscriptions, but you know, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, stay tuned for more content. We got a lot of exciting things coming up on the channel. We got more Kirby here, of course, but then we're also going to be playing some Donkey Kong, probably some Pac-Man later on down the line, maybe some Zelda at some point, just whatever the heck we feel like. So be sure to let me know down in the comments what game you would like to see me play next. And also let me know what your favorite Kirby power-up is, what your favorite copy ability is. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.